Hey guys, Greg from NerdWerkz here, and as you well know, I am a huge Batman fan. I went and saw The Dark Knight Rises as soon as I was able to, as soon as it came out, and I was crushed by this movie. This movie was, I thought, one of the worst Batman movies I've seen in a long time. People always were asking me, like, why do you hate it so much? What's the deal? And I would tell them, and they'd be like, oh, well, you're either missing something, or you don't get it, or they'd be like, oh, yeah, but whatever, it's just a blockbuster film. But I was so much more passionate about it because I loved Nolan's previous two installments of Batman. I loved The Dark Knight and I loved Batman Begins. They were absolutely fantastic Batman movies. There's absolutely, there's almost nothing wrong with them. I can really point out anything wrong with them. They're actually pretty flawless as far as my opinion goes. So I made a video, a top 10 reasons why I hate Dark Knight Rises. And before you go any further, I want to clarify two things. One, this video does have spoilers from the main film, so if you've not seen The Dark Knight Rises yet, do not watch this video because it will give away a lot of the twists and plot points and characters that are in the movie. So don't watch it if you have not seen The Dark Knight. Spoiler warning. Number two, thing I want to get off the secondly, is I'm a huge, as you can see from my wall, I'm a huge Batman fanboy. I've been a fan of Batman, of the comics, cartoons, and movies since the '89 Michael Keaton Batman, since I was 4 years old. So I'm very partial to the character. And the third thing I want to go over to is, in these top 10 reasons, I will not be comparing The Dark Knight Rises to any other medium other than Nolan's two other movies. I will not be comparing it to the comic book. I will not be comparing it to the cartoon, to any other story arc outside of Nolan's universe. I am comparing Batman The Dark Knight Rises to the other two previous Nolan films. That's all I'm doing. So sit back and watch and either agree or disagree. It's just an opinion, that's all it is, of my top 10 reasons I hated The Dark Knight Rises. Number 10. The Batcave. In Batman Begins, Bruce discovers this cave in the southeast wing. He doesn't do much to it except bring down some lights and machinery, but after all, this is his first year as Batman. In the second film, his manor is being rebuilt, so the majority of the film takes place in his penthouse and seaside temp Batcave. And it's pretty empty, but that's fair because it's temporary until his manor is rebuilt. In The Dark Knight Rises, we followed Alfred down the same lift we saw in Batman Begins as he walks toward this new Batcave. To my surprise, it looked exactly the same, save for this big black cube Bruce was sitting on. This is our new and improved Batcave? 2 movies building up to this, and we get a black cube in the middle of the cave? I felt ripped off. Much more creativity could have gone into designing a 2012 Batcave in today's modern era. Number 9. The twist. Finding out Miranda Tate was Talia al Ghul should have been interesting, but it wasn't. I wasn't shocked or surprised. Why? Because I didn't care about her character. Her story seemed rushed and extremely shallow. I would have been much more surprised if Liam Neeson came back. Now there's an interesting backstory. Number 8. John Blake. What do you get when you combine a classic cop with the attitude and character traits of Tim Drake? You get John Blake. The movie takes place especially toward the end from this character's perspective. He's just a cop. No special training, no family, no interesting backstory. John Blake's character is designed to step in for Gordon, who gets injured and isn't doing much detective stuff anymore. This character wasn't interesting, and on top of that, John Blake uses a gun to defend himself, killing 2 of Bane's henchmen. Afterwards, he seems disgusted by this and throws his gun away, and this is toward the climax of the second act. He doesn't use a gun or really fight again after this. This is the guy that's supposed to be the next Batman? Oh, and did I mention his legal name is Robin Blake? Fail. Number 7. The bomb. Toward the middle of the film, Bane creates a nuclear bomb after pointlessly blowing up the floor of a football stadium before announcing he has a nuclear weapon and then killing the only person who can disarm it. The kicker? The bomb is set to go off in 5 months. Not only does the pacing of the movie completely stop for the next 30 minutes, as it seems nothing is really happening, it's conveniently just enough time for Batman to recover from his back injury and walk halfway across the world from the prison Bane threw him in to confront the villains and save the day. What a cop-out.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Number 6. The Tumblers. Morgan Freeman said it best.
All prototypes, not in production, on any level whatsoever.
None.
Then why are there 30 plus Batmobiles sitting around Wayne Enterprises? Why didn't Batman get a new Batmobile after his first one was so easily destroyed? The movie also claims that this is where all of Batman's gadgets are. However, we only see the tumbler being used. That's all. Number 5. Alfred leaving Bruce. I thought this was just ridiculous. Alfred, toward the middle of the film, tells Bruce if he goes out as Batman, he'll leave him. This would be more believable if Alfred didn't give Bruce this huge motivational speech in The Dark Knight.
Endure, Master Wayne. Take it. They'll hate you for it, but that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice that no one else can make. The right choice.
Today I found out what Batman can't do. He can't endure this. Today you get to say I told you so.
Today, I don't want to.
This decision felt so out of place, forced, and out of character. Gotham needed Batman after an 8-year break. Oh, don't worry, I'll get to that later. And Alfred leaves? Didn't buy it. Number 4. Catwoman. Now before I get into this, Anne Hathaway I thought played a great Catwoman. Her mannerisms, movements, expression, even fighting style were fantastic. Now that said, her character added absolutely nothing to the story or events. Sure, she came in at the end and saved Batman from Bane, but you could swap out any of the supporting cast to do the same. I felt like she was thrown to appease fans of Catwoman, nothing more. You get very little backstory on her character, and the romance is so fake and rushed, the theater laughed when she gets Batman toward the end of the film. She played a great Selina Kyle, but brought nothing to the plot or movie other than a cool Selina Kyle. Basically, wasn't needed. Number 3. Bane. How do you follow up with not only an Academy Award-winning performance as Heath Ledger's The Joker? The answer? You don't. Bane fell short at every turn. His motives were crystal clear from beginning to end, no surprises. This made him a very basic villain with another non-interesting backstory. A guy in jail who helped Talia escape. That's his backstory. Enjoy. You think he's the head honcho as well until the end we found out Bane was nothing but a pawn/grunt to Talia, making him even less interesting. The mask Bane wears is explained toward the very end of the film. He was mutilated in prison and wears the mask to help deal with the pain. That's it. No other purpose. And the mask hurt the character so much, especially in scenes where he was in a wide, open environment or an enclosed environment. He sounded the same in every single environment, whether it be water, cave, outside, inside, in a hallway, in a church. He sounded exactly the same. He didn't sound like there was any kind of atmosphere to his voice. It sounded crystal, like he was standing right in front of you, even if he was halfway across a football field. He would sound like he was right in front of you. The mask also takes away from Tom Hardy himself, who I believe is a good actor. But when you can only see his eyes, the character feels empty and emotionless. I couldn't tell if he was angry, sad, mad, or confused just based on his facial expressions. It really hindered the movie, and the mask's backstory was so weak it really wasn't needed. Bane also beats Batman. It's never explained why he won or what advantages he had. He's just supposed to buy the fact that he's stronger than Batman because he just is. If he was an adult when Talia's mother was pregnant with him in the prison when she was a baby, and she helped escape the prison when she was, I'll say, 5 to 8 years old, and Talia is now an adult mid-30s, Bane would be like 65 years old, and Batman a mere 40. His backstory was weak, the character ended up being a grunt, and the mask was not needed, nor did it add anything interesting to his character. One of the coolest Batman villains turned lamest thanks to Nolan and Goyer.
Stop.
Number 2. The romances. Where do I even begin? From Miranda Tate to Selina Kyle, none of the romances seemed believable. They seemed rushed, forced, and tacked on. I didn't believe any of them. The kiss between Catwoman and Batman at the end got giggles and muffled laughter. As I rolled my eyes, none of these women seemed to be emotionally involved with Batman or Bruce Wayne, which made the twist super weak, and some of the more intense scenes just laughable. Rachel Dawes' romance had taken up 2 movies to build up, and they tried to build up 2 romances in 2.5 hours. Not gonna happen. Number 1. Batman, Bruce Wayne. I've never in my life seen such a great character that had been treated with such disrespect. This character, like a lot of the other ones in this film, did a complete 180 from how he was developed in the first 2 Nolan films. Bruce trains to fight injustice for 7 years, comes back to Gotham, and calls it quits after 2 years. Doesn't make sense. 8 years have gone by, and Bruce Wayne apparently doesn't care about anyone or anything. Batman or Wayne Enterprises, which has apparently been losing money these last 8 years because, well, Bruce just doesn't give a shit. And what's with the cane and the limp? God, they were really trying to make Batman look pathetic and old? In Nolan's film The Dark Knight, I felt they nailed Batman's skills and character dead on. Then we got this whiny recluse Batman that mopes around because Rachel Dawes died. Well, wait, that's not all. Batman wants to fail and is suicidal now. Doesn't that just sound like the Batman we've seen in the last 2 films? The best part I'm getting to. At the end of the movie, after Bane and Talia are defeated, Batman fakes his own death. We find him sipping mimosas on the beaches of Italy with Catwoman. Are you kidding me? I almost prefer Nolan killed him and been done with it. And how did he retire? All the money was lost due to Bane rigging the stock market. I guess Selina had a nest egg from all the stolen goods she had. Sounds just like Batman to retire off things Catwoman has stolen her over her entire lifetime, doesn't it? There's also the little fact that Batman was hardly in the movie at all. You don't even see him until 45 minutes into this movie. When Batman isn't Batman anymore, you lose me. Nolan managed to change his core character so much I disliked him. I hope the reboot does a better job than Nolan. I will not be watching this movie again. Whenever I get the urge to see a modern day Batman, I'll pop in The Dark Knight and call it a day. So guys, that was my top 10 reasons I hated The Dark Knight Rises. And it's all just an opinion, you guys. If you guys liked the movie, nothing I say or show to you is going to change your minds about it. If you liked the movie, hey, you liked the movie. But I personally didn't like it. That's why I didn't like it. So I'm expecting to get massively trolled over this review. So I'm not too worried. But, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did supply a lot of facts to show you the story and the writing and how it didn't really add up for me. But it was I felt very personally attacked by this movie because it was so close to Batman. And after watching Nolan's first 2 masterpieces, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, I was just crushed by this so bad. But make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you guys next time.
I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Ten Below. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch.
Come on, sing! Louder, come on, sing, sing, sing! Come on!
He's Mr.
Yes, come on, louder!
Mr. Snow.